Costco Travel might be the most underrated way of booking epic vacations, but when you actually go to the site and open up the brochure, there's so many options it can easily feel overwhelming. So I went through everything available right now and picked the top 5 trips that really stand out based on how epic the actual experience is, how strong the overall value feels for what you're getting, and how much easier Costco makes the logistics compared to planning it yourself. I'm starting with number 5 and I'll work my way to number 1. My top pick really surprised me when I was looking into it because it's an insane bucket list destination at a tremendous value. Now, this video is not about finding the absolute cheapest trips. It's about finding vacations that feel epic, deliver strong value for the money, and are simple logistically. If you're someone who wants incredible travel experiences, loves a great deal, and don't want to spend months planning details, then this video is 100% for you. Okay, before we start, make sure to subscribe below as I do my very best to make the most helpful travel content possible. Let's dive right in with number 5. If you've ever wanted a tropical trip that combines rainforest adventure with resort-level relaxation, this Costa Rica package at the Westin Reserva Conchal is one of the strongest options on Costco Travel right now. Costa Rica is known for its incredible biodiversity, jungle landscapes, wildlife, waterfalls, and beaches. And this resort sits right between the tropical forests and the beaches of Playa Conchal, which is often considered part of Costa Rica's North Pacific Riviera. What makes this interesting is that it's designed as an eco-friendly retreat, so you get that connection to nature while still having the comfort of a full-service resort. The Westin Reserva Conchal is an all-inclusive property, so meals, drinks, and many on-site experiences are already covered. You've got things like a huge lagoon-style pool, multiple restaurants, spa facilities, fitness center, and easy access to activities like snorkeling or exploring nearby nature reserves. So you can spend your day exploring Costa Rica, maybe spotting wildlife or visiting nearby parks, and then come back to a resort that feels relaxing and upscale. Costco typically bundles the hotel stay with airport transfers and sometimes resort credits, depending on your dates, which removes a lot of the logistical planning that normally comes with international travel. Prices vary depending on travel dates, obviously, but you're generally looking around $700 per night for 2 people total, and that's not including flights. What makes this especially compelling is that booking this exact all-inclusive resort independently is actually more expensive, but you don't get the extra perks that Costco includes, like bundled transfers and added benefits, and you'd have to coordinate everything yourself. So the real advantage here isn't just the price, it's how Costco simplifies an adventurous destination like Costa Rica into something that's easier to plan, easier to book, and ultimately smarter overall value. All right, coming in at number 4 is Hawaii, specifically the Hyatt Regency Maui Resort and Spa. Hawaii is one of those destinations that's always been on people's wish list, but it can feel overwhelming or expensive to plan, especially once you start adding flights, resort fees, and activities. And that's where Costco travel packages can actually make a big difference. This resort sits right along Kaanapali Beach on Maui, which is known for its long stretch of swimmable shoreline, sunset views, and easy access to some of the island's best experiences. You've got snorkeling, whale watching during certain seasons, scenic drives like the road to Hana, and incredible food and culture all within reach. The Hyatt Regency itself is a full-service beachfront resort, so you're getting large pools, tropical gardens, multiple dining options, and direct beach access. The kind of place where you can balance relaxation with exploring the island. What Costco does well here is bundling everything together. Depending on your travel dates, packages often include extras like daily breakfast, resort credits, or added perks that you wouldn't necessarily get independently. Plus, the convenience of having major logistics already handled. Once again, prices vary depending on travel dates, but generally you're looking at around $300 to $350 per night per person booking through Costco Travel. If you book this independently, it is also about the same price after factoring all the fees and taxes, but with Costco, the bundled perks such as dining, transportation, etc., and the simplicity makes its overall value much stronger. I think this is ideal if you want a classic Hawaii experience that feels relaxing and scenic, but still gives you access to adventure, without needing to spend weeks planning every detail yourself. All right, coming in at number 3 is the Best of Italy Your Way package that includes Florence, Rome, and Venice. Italy is one of those bucket list destinations that people dream about, but actually planning a multi-city European trip can feel complicated. You're trying to figure out trains, hotels in different locations, airport transfers, and how to make everything flow together. And that's exactly where this Costco package becomes really interesting. This itinerary takes you through 3 iconic cities, each with a completely different vibe. In Rome, you're surrounded by ancient history, the Colosseum, Vatican City, and endless streets that feel like open-air museums. Florence gives you Renaissance art, incredible food, and that classic Italian charm, while Venice feels almost surreal with its canals, bridges, and just overall unique atmosphere. The idea here is that you get the freedom of independent travel while not being stuck to a group tour schedule, yet you still get Costco planning all the back-end details for you. This includes your hotel stays, rail transportation between cities, and airport transfers, which removes one of the biggest stress points of planning European trips. Starting prices vary depending on travel dates, but you're generally looking around $4,000 for 2 people booking through Costco Travel. And what makes this stand out is that piecing together a multi-city itinerary like this on your own can quickly become overwhelming, especially if you're unfamiliar with European rail systems or timing logistics. Costco isn't necessarily reinventing the itinerary, but it simplifies the process in a way that can make a big, bucket list European trip feel much more approachable. I think this is perfect if you want a classic European experience that feels cultural, immersive, and iconic, but without spending hours researching routes and coordinating everything yourself, while also saving some money. Coming in at number 2 is Japan, but experienced in a way that most people don't expect. Hear me out. Japan has become one of the most popular bucket list destinations in the world, but planning a multi-city itinerary there can feel overwhelming. You're trying to coordinate trains, hotels, timing, and logistics across a country that's incredibly rewarding, but also complex to navigate if it's your first time. This Costco travel option solves that problem in a surprisingly smart way by turning the experience into a cruise-based journey around Japan. Let me introduce to you the Diamond Princess Circle Japan Cruise. Instead of constantly packing and moving between cities, you unpack once and let the ship take you from destination to destination. Typical itineraries on the Diamond Princess depart from Tokyo and visit multiple regions across Japan. Places like Osaka, ports near Kyoto, Hiroshima, and other cities you might not normally include if you're planning everything yourself. What makes this appealing is the efficiency. You still get cultural immersion, historic temples, incredible food, modern cities, but without spending hours navigating train stations or managing hotel check-ins every few days. Costco travel packages often include additional perks like onboard credits or Costco member benefits layered into the cruise fare, which is just additional value. Starting prices vary depending on travel dates and cabin type, but you're generally looking around $1,871 per person booking through Costco. But when you compare that to booking multiple hotels, long-distance transportation, and logistics independently, this approach can save you a lot of money and can make experiencing Japan feel significantly more streamlined, especially if you want to see a lot of Japan without turning your vacation into a full-time planning project. I think this is perfect if Japan has always been on your list, but you want a smarter, more efficient way to explore multiple regions in one trip. Alright, before we get to my number 1 pick, make sure to subscribe below if you're enjoying this video, as it greatly helps me make more in the future. Alright, here's the moment that you've all been waiting for. My number 1 pick. And honestly, it's a place that I want to go to myself in the near future. And that is Bora Bora. Specifically, a package at the St. Regis Bora Bora Resort. Bora Bora is one of those true bucket list destinations that almost feel unreal when you see it in photos. Crystal clear turquoise lagoons, dramatic volcanic peaks rising out of the water, and those iconic overwater bungalows where you can literally step off your deck straight into the ocean. What makes the St. Regis stand out is how immersive the experience feels from the moment you arrive. The resort sits on its own stretch of lagoon, so you're surrounded by panoramic views in every direction. You can start your morning snorkeling right from your villa, kayaking or paddleboarding across calm waters, or just watching the changing colors of the lagoon throughout the day. Beyond the resort itself, Bora Bora offers experiences that feel completely unique compared to most tropical destinations. You've got guided lagoon tours where you swim alongside rays and reef sharks, boat excursions circling Mount Otamanu, which is the island's dramatic volcanic centerpiece, sunset cruises across some of the clearest water in the world, and some of the most vibrant coral reef snorkeling anywhere in French Polynesia. And then there's a slower side of experience, biking around the island, exploring local villages, or just enjoying long dinners with views that honestly feel surreal. The St. Regis itself is considered one of the premier luxury properties in Bora Bora, with spacious villas, multiple restaurants, spa experiences, and direct lagoon access. But what makes this Costco travel package interesting is how it bundles together elements that are normally complicated to coordinate, like accommodations, transfers, and added perks depending on travel dates. Starting prices vary depending on season and availability, but you're generally looking around $5,000 per person with Costco's current 5 nights for the price of 4 deal. That's including airfare too. And when you compare that to booking a property like this independently, where overwater villas alone can exceed a few $1,000s per night, the value here isn't about making Bora Bora cheap, it's about making a truly once-in-a-lifetime destination feel attainable and significantly easier to plan. I think this is perfect if you want a trip that feels unforgettable, something visually incredible, deeply relaxing, and genuinely different from typical beach vacations. And honestly, this is why Costco Travel surprises me, because it turns a destination that feels almost out of reach into something that's actually bookable without turning the planning process into a full-time project. I'll put the links to all 5 places that I talked about today down in the description so you can see more info and check out the details for yourself. Costco Travel is constantly bringing in new travel deals and limited time offers. So if you want to see more videos like this where I filter them out and give you the best deals at this current time, make sure you subscribe below. And if you're already thinking about your next trip, make sure you check out this video right here, and I'll see you there.